What's up? It's Jake from Concrete Icon. Lead vocals, guitar, yours, yeah. The dead materia which people carve images of God out of. Half of the album was written already before 2015, but then we went on the hiatus and kind of came back with a new lineup, and then I wrote like half like 4 songs more, and then it was like kind of like a 4 old songs and 4 new ones. That's how it came to be. The main theme during the whole album was kind of like how you are your own worst enemy within your head, in your thoughts, and how you just have to learn to cope with that, you know. Great art, budget piece. We just kind of stumbled into it with our bassist TK, and we thought it was fitting for the title and the theme we had in mind. You know, some people might say it looks like it's an image of space or something, but we saw it kind of like a picture of your inner dimension, kind of like, you know, floating in the nothingness, and then there's this demonic kind of figure on the background coming through the shell and trying to take over your life. First then was releasing my other band, and then when we regrouped with Concrete Icon, I was talking to him that, you know, we're searching for a label because we have like this album already written and we just need to put it out. And he was like, "Hey, I can do it." And then we just went on for it. So it's so that's how it came to be on Club Bottom Records. It's just basically our first EP from 2012, Where the Horns Rain, and our debut album Perennial Anguish from 2013. They're both like remixed totally, because at the time we really when the EP came, we thought it was good back then, but as the years went by, I started thinking that maybe the sound should be a little bit more crisp, and there were some lead guitars that were really buried in the old mix, so it was cool to have it like properly remixed and out on a proper label, because it was really small pressing, like 100 Pro CDRs. So this time it's much better, and we thank Tommy and Redefined Darkness for that. It helps you to push the album out if they have some kind of connection for press and shit like that. Otherwise you would have to be doing all that by yourself, like, and pressing and everything. So it's cool to have a label, but of course you can do it all by yourself, but it would require a lot of time and effort to do all that shit yourself. Maybe 96 or something, when I was like in the 9th grade, I think. I've heard some before, but I was still more in the thrash and kind of a regular metal back then. But then we had this guitar player who was like really into D-Side and Cannibal Corpse and stuff like that, and then I slowly started digging in, getting into Obituary, Mailman Creation, bands like, you know, classic Florida death metal sound. Maybe to become a fan, it was just a next logical step from thrash, just looking for the heavier stuff. I already dug some doom back then, before that, in My Dying Bride and Paradise Lost and shit like that, but when when the Florida death metal came to my life, then I was really starting to get hooked and getting more into more brutal stuff. Then finding eventually going as far as Devourment and Disgorge and bands like that. Streaming never happened. And you would still have to put your time and effort to find the good bands and not just everything be so easily available and for so cheap. Not just man, just basic fuck ups and guitar malfunctions like the Floyd Rose breaking up in the middle of a show and the guitar going out of tune, but nothing much crazier. Pretty shitty on digging up the new stuff. The latest bands I've been checking out, or like it's been like few years already. I don't know if I found any new lately, but from death metal I like Cemetery Filth, Glorious Depravity, Obscene, Outer Heaven, Buried. Those are just on the top of my head right now. I'd have to think more to just put out some more names, but I'm gonna name drop one movie called Men. That was pretty twisted, and also the Midsummer was pretty twisted. Yeah, kind of from the left field kind of stuff. I think death metal will just go on as long as people keep doing music and putting out the good shit. We have Sepulchral Curse, Gumbeast, Us. I think a band called Sickness is from here also. Guts, you know, Cannibal Accident, but they're more kind of grindcore. I would probably say 10 Commandments by Melon Creation. That's like the perfect like transition from thrash to death metal, and so fucking vicious. It's really hard to pick one because there are so many good records. To say like all the Seagrave art, because that's where it's at for me, you know. I think I have to go with the first D-Side album, because that's the fucking game changer for me, you know. So Evil back in the day, and the songs still hold up to this day. I still fucking blast it like. I used to be all for the gore and shit like that, twisted shit, you know, but nowadays I just maybe appreciate a little bit more of the more down to earth kind of a dark themes, like psychological shit, maybe a little bit more, but nothing wrong with going full on gore. We just booked the studio for the finally for the album number 3. We had so many lineup changes that it got delayed like for over a year. So we're stoked to have finally the studio booked and go ready to put this motherfucker out, which is gonna be a beast of an album. Cheers for the death metal promotion for this interview. Fucking rules. Keep on supporting real death metal. Fuck yeah.